this video, I'm going to show you what the quote window top portion in each one of the fields that do. In the very top here, we have it included in archive. If you check this and you click binoculars, it actually does advanced search, and it's also going to include archives. If you uncheck it, you're only going to search the current jobs that are not archived. And then right here we have the customer's name, which in this sample I had brought up our in-house account. And if you bring down this list, you can change this name by going here. If you accidentally select the wrong one, you can open up behind the scenes of more crucial information about Precision Draperies. So if you click this, a new tab launches right here, and this is what's all the details of the customer for Precision Draperies. And I'll go more into depth of each one of these fields too. This is how you access some important other informations, like adding new contact information in emails and so forth. So we're going to close that out and we return to the quote window. This is the date the quote was created. Any changes to this job or quote is updated here. And once the job is accepted, there's an accept date here. You can archive this, which there again, once archived and archived, that's kind of what it's doing. It's including these. Exported has to do with invoices to export to QuickBooks, and this is the close button. At the very top here we have what they say save as a new quote, which you can take this whole job or quote and all these tabs and everything that's in them and clone it to a different customer and side mark. And then this will open up a Word file, which has, and I'll go more into depth what that does. This returns you to the last previous quote, and this creates a brand new record from scratch. And I'll go more into depth of each one of these does. Moving on, you can select the designer one, which in this case, if I was to type in Kirk, it's going to find me, and you could do that. And then there's the email there, and behind the scenes my cell phone number. You can then go to designer 2, and you could select someone else in here and moving forward, and then you've got a business phone and fax number, and what their terms are, list for PO number and deposit amount when they actually send in a deposit. The shipping method is whether it's will call or install or boxed or partial or freight goes here. And then if the designer wishes to be on the install and the designer on the measure, and then you got a quote number, quoted by, you can select here and ask who, let's say I want to do my name here, and then you can do lead times, and this will actually show up on the job detail page so that they know what our lead time is. And then revisions, each time you change the quote as we're building the proposals, you want to do a revision date so that way you can keep track of changes. Then you've got the side mark, and this can be however long. You got to be very careful on special characters because it will create problems. And then you can check here, which if it's commercial, and that actually shows up on the order ticket to let people know back it's a commercial job. And then also pick up, and this is also used for confirmed date. So let's say this job is due October 24th. This will show up on the schedule, and this actually tells production that they are picking this up or installing on this date. Job cut tells the production team that this whole job has been cut and ready to begin manufacturing. Here you can put office comments. They strictly do one function only, and that's office comments for multiple people to look at. WS stands for work schedule comments, and once you type into here, this will actually show up on the workroom audit for production to follow or reminders and so forth. If you get too much text in there, you can actually zoom in and read more text, and you can choose cancel or save. And there's a zoom button here as well. So there you go.